All right, we're going to talk about what is publishing, what does a publisher do, and then what is public domain. Just a real quick video. So, what is publishing? Um, Publishing is when a company takes responsibility for administering, exploiting, and protecting a songwriter's songs. And by exploiting, that means, like we talked about earlier, means working to get your musical composition used. Getting an artist to record your song or placing it in a television show is considered exploitation. So getting it sync licensed, getting Taylor Swift to cut it, getting it on an album, getting it used in a commercial, exploiting it for monetary gain, obviously. And a publisher is just the person that does that. There's different roles in publishing. One of the main things is called a song plugger, and that's literally what it means. They are somebody that calls up and they are a salesman for the song, for songs. They plug songs into holes and needs. A person will say, a company will call up and say, I have a Tide commercial. I need a song that sounds like this and this style with this sort of lyric. And a song plugger will say, I either have that right here, or they will say, give me a week. And they'll go to their songwriters and they'll say, we need you guys to do this for us. So a publisher is somebody that is in the business for administering, which means they take care of crossing T's and dotting I's as far as the Copyright Office and your PRO, exploiting means going out and selling the songs, and then protecting the songs, which means they are also in the business when there is copyright infringement for a writer of being the ones that go after them, keeping them from getting ripped off, keeping them from getting infringed upon. So that is what publishing is and what a publisher does. Now, when it comes to public domain, there is no protection because nobody owns it. So what a publisher is trying to do is get your song exploited so they can collect royalties. And royalties are a sum of money paid to a patentee for the use of a patent, or to the author or composer for each copy of a song sold, or for each public performance of a song in advance. So is in advance, excuse me. So basically, a royalty, which is what publishers are trying to collect upon and trying to get your songs exploited for, is when somebody either plays your song live, they record your song, or they put it on TV, you get paid. A royalty literally means money paid for using one of the exclusive rights to copy. It's like rent. You, the songwriter slash publisher, still own your song. You don't sell it. You license the use of the song in exchange for a royalty payment. There are different kinds of royalties. There's mechanical, performance, print, digital, and streaming. And currently, only mechanical royalty has the uniformly set 9.1 cents per unit. All other royalties are variable depending on the preference and practice of the people who collect it on behalf of songwriters and publishers. Now, mechanical royalties are not collected immediately and are not received immediately. There's lag time in there. So just because you see your song used on a commercial today doesn't mean you're going to get a check tomorrow. Usually runs 1 to 2 quarters behind. Now, going back to public domain, in public domain, since there is no copyright holder anymore. We talked about the copyright as the life of the songwriter plus 70 years. Well, once that runs out, you have to either reapply. The family has to reapply for the copyright, and if that doesn't happen, or if it's rejected or turned down, then that song becomes public domain, which means anyone can legally use that song without paying any royalties because legally no one owns it. Uh, Basically, that there's really no official list of public domain property because something becomes public domain to the absence of any law given. They're